you have never worn or tried a CGM, I highly recommend doing it. It's such a fun to me, fun to some people, fun way to get a reading on what your body is doing with the food that you're eating. I wore one for 2 weeks when I did the Zoe study, like 2 years ago at this point, and I loved it. Like, everything you eat, you can check the app and see how it affected you, and it's just like the most eye-opening thing. Like, it really proved my theory that I think I get reactive hypoglycemia, which means your body, in response to eating carbs, my body will release a lot of insulin and then drop my blood sugar, as opposed to, I feel like, the more normal problem, if you think it's a problem, where people will get really high blood sugar from eating carbs. Interesting to see how certain foods affect you. Like, white rice might be different than bread. And you also don't have to have a weight problem or diabetes to be experiencing blood sugar spikes and dips and the symptoms from it. So for example, my husband is not overweight in the slightest, never has been, and he probably never will be because it's just how his family is. But I 100% guarantee you he has problems with his blood sugar. He gets so upset if he can't eat every 2 hours. He has to eat. Like, it's like not negotiable. Like, we'll leave the house, he would have had breakfast and then gotten ready and taken a shower. We're leaving the house to go on like a 2-hour drive. He's like, where are we stopping? It's like, oh my God, you just ate. But that's just how he is. And if he doesn't get to eat, he's moody, he's cranky, he feels shaky. And then when he does eat something super carb heavy, like I don't know, just white bread or something like that, he almost passes out like 20 minutes later, and he is just feeling like absolute crap. So anyway, this book, The Glucose Revolution, like, I feel like every sentence I'm like, oh my God, I want to make a video on that, I want to make a video on that. It's so interesting. She just compared spiking your glucose to stubbing your toe. She was like, so if you stub your toe, you'll feel a sharp pain immediately, and you know that banging it on the dresser caused the pain in your toe. But if you spike your glucose, you might not know, you might not feel it, and you have no idea what's causing these like symptoms in your body, whatever symptoms you might be having. She's like, if you're eating your breakfast and you have, you know, a bowl of cereal, like a bowl of cornflakes and orange juice, if you had a panic attack immediately and then passed out on the table, you probably wouldn't eat that breakfast again. Like, it's so true. We just don't feel the effects of our food right away. So we just keep eating them, and then we feel bad later, and it's like we can't really connect it. And that's why intermittent fasting is so great, because it like really makes you feel the effects of your food a lot more than when you're eating all day. That's why so many of us, after a few months or years or however long we do it, after some time, we have realized that eating a really high carb, like junky processed first meal or first snack leads to a terrible eating window. It leads to feeling bad. It leads to eating more junk. And I mean, this whole book is talking about spiking your insulin first thing in the morning leads to a terrible day. I really recommend it. It's like confirming a lot of things I already kind of know deep down, or I've already learned before, but she's very approachable, and it's entertaining to read or listen to. I'm only like halfway through, but yeah, get a CGM if you can. If you can't, then you can also try the finger prick kind that you can just get at any drugstore, because CGMs are a little hard to figure out how to get. They're like so regulated, it's dumb, but I loved mine. I think I want to try and get one again